What if the chilling figures caught on camera are real and from another world? People everywhere are torn. Some believe in supernatural beings, others don't, and some just want proof. In a quiet forest, a couple's peaceful camping turned into terror when they spotted an alien-like creature with a huge head and glaring eyes. Could these be the signs we've been ignoring? Let us expose the truth behind these spine-chilling encounters with scary evidence. Ghosts on camera. People around the world usually fall into one of three groups when it comes to believing in supernatural beings. Some firmly believe they exist, others completely reject the idea, and a third group is open to the possibility, but needs to see proof first. Let's explore some stories about the scariest creatures that might have been ignored if they hadn't been caught on camera. The footage we're talking about is quite unsettling. It shows a terrifying figure that looks ghostly or like a reanimated corpse. This figure, dressed in a white gown with long flowing hair, moves in a strange, unnatural way. It walks, then starts to float, letting out a horrible scream before disappearing. It seems like something from a horror movie, but the person who filmed it insists it happened at an abandoned church where a disturbed priest took his own life over 200 years ago. In another story, an elderly couple's relaxing camping trip turned into a nightmare. During the day, they enjoyed the peaceful woods. But at night, strange crackling sounds near their tent made them investigate. They saw a frightening figure with a large head, big eyes, and a slender human-like body. Scared, they believed they had seen an alien and quickly packed up and left. But this wasn't the worst part. In 2020, a newly married couple's excitement about their new home quickly turned into fear. On their first night, they heard disturbing noises from the attic, grinding sounds and creepy screams. The husband went to check it out with a camera but found nothing. Later, the camera revealed a mysterious figure. Terrified, the couple soon put the house up for sale, promising to be more careful when choosing their next home. Another chilling incident involved a woman who escaped from a psychiatric facility. Captured on video, she showed uncanny abilities, climbing a wall and abducting a young nurse. This woman came from a wealthy family and couldn't recover from her mother's early death. She reportedly practiced magic to bring her mother back, leading to her confinement. Her story is not unique. Similar reports of extraordinary strength and agility have come from France and Italy. In June 2021, two friends explored an old, abandoned building. They were used to such places and confident in their bravery. But this time, their courage was tested. Inside, everything was silent until their flashlights revealed a rustling sound. Instead of running away, they followed the noise through the corridors, checking every corner. Their curiosity outweighed their fear. This desire to face the unknown is common in these stories, where searching for answers often leads to encounters beyond the normal. But the worst was yet to come. And suddenly, they saw a terrifying figure jump out at them from the shadows, scaring the young men so much that they ran away and vowed never to return. This scary moment was recorded on video by a resident of a small Texas town. One evening, after work, she saw a strange creature sitting on a tree branch. Even though it looked weird, no one else on the road seemed to notice it. Confused, she took out her camera to film it. The creature looked like a harpy with many legs and wings. When it noticed her filming, it spread its huge wings and flew into the sky. She was surprised that others didn't seem to care, thinking it was just a big bird. Another night, two friends decided to go for a walk, not knowing it would lead to a scary meeting with a ghostly creature. Near an old, empty house, they saw a creepy figure that looked like a mummy. They felt chills and were about to leave when the creature suddenly ran at them. Scared, they ran away fast, deciding never to go back to that spooky place. Next, we dive into chilling tales from hidden corners of the world. Echoes in the forest. In another place, three young people chose to spend their weekend in a forest with some fireworks. As they got ready for a fireworks show, a horrible creature came out of the woods. It was almost naked, with long hair covering its face, and it looked like a human but acted like a monster. It screamed and ran at them. Terrified, they used their fireworks to scare it away, and luckily, they managed to make it go away. During a different adventure, a young couple found a cave blocked by a metal grate. Curious, the man tried to open the grate while his wife filmed. They couldn't get in, so they decided to leave. As they turned to go, a scary creature with glowing eyes appeared in the cave. Shocked, they ran for their lives. When they watched the footage at home, they saw that the creature looked like an alien. In 2022, some high school students camping in Canada's Tonga National Park sneaked into the forest at night. Deep in the woods, they saw a strange figure under a tree. When they shined their flashlight on it, the creature turned toward them. It looked like a thin, angry man, but had eyes that shone like an animal's. Scared, the students quickly ran back to their camp. Since 2019, Erwin Saunders, a researcher from the UK, has been filming his search for forest fairies on YouTube. To film these shy creatures without scaring them, Erwin usually hides in a big box covered with green fabric. His videos show glimpses of a tiny, fast green creature moving between the trees, aware but careful of humans. As the creature carefully came closer, it noticed the camera and quickly went back to its safe place. Erwin, an expert on the local animals, explained that these forest creatures are very protective of their home and usually avoid humans. In a village by the Mong River in Cambodia, people tell stories of a scary spirit in the water. Two American ghost hunters decided to visit this remote place to find out the truth. On their first night, they got lucky and saw the ghost. By the riverbank, a shadowy figure showed up. When they shined their flashlights on it, they saw a humanoid figure, calm and without expression. Without any threat, the figure rose smoothly and jumped into the river. In another adventure, two explorers found something terrifying in an abandoned mine, a small, floating body. At first, they thought it was a doll, but looking closer filled them with fear. The body, though small like a newborn, had the face of an adult and twisted limbs, only about 50 centimeters tall. They couldn't tell if it was human or some unknown creature. Back at home, Stan Romance and his wife were disturbed by strange noises outside their window at night. They sometimes saw glimpses of a figure. To find out what was happening, they set up a camera facing the window on July 17, 2023. That night, they went to bed hoping to sleep peacefully. However, Stan claims that night aliens came into their home and took them away, only to return them later with no memory of what happened. One morning, someone shared a video showing a shocking event. The video clearly showed an alien coming up to a house and looking through a window at the family inside. Sadly, the moment when the couple was taken wasn't recorded. The person who took the video was just coming home from work after sunset. Usually she drove through a field where she sometimes saw animals like rabbits and foxes. But on this creepy evening, she saw a strange figure crawling in the grass. At first, she thought it might be someone needing help. But when the figure turned and started moving towards her car, she realized it wasn't human. Scared, she quickly drove away and changed her usual route to avoid the field. Now let's explore even stranger stories that baffle and thrill. Croatia's phantom spider. In Croatia, another strange video was recorded. Some 3D graphics experts created a video showing a huge spider, like something out of a horror movie. This caused a big stir in the local community, with some people thinking it was a result of secret science experiments. Later, it turned out that the video was a prank, a clever piece of animation. Meanwhile, in Russia in 2022, a dash cam recorded the ground cracking open in front of a moving car. From this crack, a giant creature like a big black moth jumped at the car's windshield before the footage abruptly ended. This moth-like monster, called the Mothman, has been seen in various countries, but this incident never made the news and was removed from many online sites. In South America, the legend of El Pombero lives on. This mythical creature, believed in by the indigenous people of Paraguay and northern Argentina, is known for its nighttime activities and its ability to mimic the sounds of birds and animals. Described as short, dark-skinned, and covered in thick black fur, the Pombero is rarely seen today, but some still believe in it. Recently, a video showed a strange creature that looked like a mix between a human and a dog, bringing back old fears and beliefs among the locals. On November 23, 2023, a video surfaced on YouTube, possibly showing the mysterious yeti. The person who uploaded it had set up cameras in California's forest to watch wildlife. Among the usual forest animals, there appeared a tall, humanoid figure covered in thick black fur, estimated to be over 2.5 meters tall. Initially mistaken for an ape, the creature's look suggested it knew it was being filmed, adding a creepy feeling to the footage. One day, a man was filming near a small lake when he saw something strange. He noticed what looked like human figures with gray skin moving in a weird way. These figures hopped and leaped on all fours like frogs before diving back into the water. The man, curious and a bit scared, sent the footage to some scientists. They came quickly to check the area, but they couldn't find any trace of the creatures. Some people thought these figures might be monkeys, but a closer look showed they moved more like amphibians than any kind of monkey. In another strange event, security cameras in the Blue Ridge Mountains caught an even more puzzling scene. Two tall, human-like figures with glowing eyes were seen walking on two legs and then on all fours. They seemed to be carrying something, maybe from a hunt, showing they might be predators. This footage was kept secret for years before it finally leaked online, causing both fear and curiosity among the locals. Some believed these might be spirits from local legends. But this wasn't the worst part. A man shared a scary story on social media about his own encounter. While walking home at night, he heard a woman's voice coming from a nearby tunnel. Curious, he went inside the dark tunnel. Suddenly, he saw two glowing eyes and a shadowy figure that spoke to him in a creepy voice, asking him not to run away. Terrified, the man barely escaped. Although the video he took was too dark to show much, his story hinted at meeting a talking ghost or spirit. In another frightening incident, a man saw what he called a demonic lion in a city park. At first, it looked like a regular lion, but when he zoomed in, its eyes and mane seemed to be on fire. Despite its scary appearance, the creature didn't attack. It just stared at him before disappearing into thin air. As we dig deeper, the tales get darker and more mysterious. Baphomet's shadow in the southern Amazon. But the scariest story was about a man obsessed with Baphomet, a mythical creature with a goat's body and a human head, often linked to satanic worship. His obsession led him to the southern Amazon, where he set up cameras and captured an image of a being with human features, horns, and goat hooves. Was this the mythical demon, or just another strange creature from the forest? Like the other sightings, the truth remained unclear, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. Each of these stories, widely shared online, continued to stir people's imaginations and spark debates about the nature of these mysterious sightings. People usually think that witches avoid holy places, but an interesting video challenges this idea. The footage shows two women, supposedly connected to dark forces, defying gravity as they move along the walls of a church. Filmed in the early 20th century, these women were once nuns, yet had a fascination with dark arts. Over time, their close friendship turned into fierce rivalry. You can see their hatred for each other in the video. Outdoor adventures are usually fun unless you run into something supernatural. This is exactly what happened to a group of campers. While fishing near their tent in the forest at dusk, one camper saw two eerie red lights approaching their campsite. Realizing it was a monstrous creature with glowing eyes, they panicked and called for their friends. Terrified, they jumped off a nearby cliff into the river to escape. In another story, a Montana resident saw a strange figure from his window one night. At first, he thought it was a shadow on the opposite wall, but then he saw it was a large black creature with four spider-like legs. Scared but curious, he recorded the creature on his phone until it disappeared around the corner, leaving him confused and scared. Daytime usually feels safe from nighttime monsters, but a surprising video changes that. The footage shows a tall, human-like figure, over 3 meters tall, with a small head, hunchback, and ghostly white skin, walking through a forest. The video ends abruptly as the person filming runs away, afraid of being noticed by the creature. In Spain, a group of young adventurers explored an abandoned mine, drawn by local stories of scary sounds coming from within. With flashlights and a camera, they ventured deep into the mine's tunnels. Suddenly, they encountered a small, terrifying creature that lunged at them, causing them to run in fear. Unfortunately, they didn't get any clear footage of the beast. In 2020, a Florida family experienced a frightening moment during a late-night drive. Their car's headlights illuminated a lone figure in a white wedding dress in a deserted forest section. The sight terrified the passengers, especially as the ghostly figure began approaching their car. The driver quickly reversed and fled. Local legend says that a tragic bride who died just before her wedding a century ago haunts this area, possibly warning or scaring married couples. These stories, whether about ghostly brides or strange creatures, make us question the line between the known and the unknown. But this wasn't the worst part. They compel us to reconsider what might be lurking in the shadows of our seemingly familiar world. Late one night, a man unknowingly filmed a creature that made his blood run cold. This creature had a blood-covered, twisted face and stood only about 110 centimeters tall. Its eyes glowed a creepy red, adding to the terror. The man first heard rustling in the bushes and thought it was a wild animal. He turned on his smartphone camera to check it out, but was frozen in shock when he saw the ghastly figure. He quickly decided to run away. The mysteries deepen as we encounter the most unsettling stories yet, behind the shadows of Area 51. While he was escaping, he saw another creature, just like the first one, hiding behind the planks of an old house. This eerie place was near Area 51, known for its high security and strange events. In 2021, another scary discovery was made there. The creature on film had a blank stare, a grotesque smile, and a hunched posture looking like it was pieced together from different beings. This sighting fueled local rumors that Area 51 wasn't just for technology experiments, but might be dealing with otherworldly entities too. Across the ocean in Spain, a 2020 YouTube video showed a thin, eerie figure perched on top of a tree. It looked like a pale girl in a flowing white dress. At first, the figure was still, but then it threw its arms up and let out a chorus of terrifying sounds, like screams or a wolf's howl. Locals think this figure is a una bruja, a vampiric entity linked with predatory beasts, believed to summon and talk to wolves. In a similarly creepy story, a solo adventurer was hiking through Alberta's dense forests when he captured footage of a strange creature. The creature looked like a quickly darting alien and was first mistaken for a kangaroo, a creature not found in Canada. When the footage was slowed down, it seemed like the adventurer had stumbled upon an alien being, making his encounter one of the few recorded sightings of extraterrestrial presence on Earth. Adding to the collection of eerie tales, two young paranormal enthusiasts from the Netherlands explored a forest known for unexplained screams. Their persistence paid off when a horrifying scream led them to an abandoned cabin. There they encountered an indistinct creature, catching only a glimpse of its potentially monstrous face before they ran away in terror. Meanwhile, in 2023, a homeowner's surveillance camera captured another unsettling figure, an alien-like being with a large, misshapen head and deep black eyes, peeking over a fence with cautious curiosity. This sighting scared the homeowner so much that he decided to move, fearing for his safety. In another disturbing incident, a video showed a humanoid figure sitting on the stairs outside a house. The creature had unnaturally long ears and limbs and struggled to stand. Its glowing eyes, like flashlights, fixated on the person filming. The footage abruptly ended as the creature moved towards the cameraman, leaving his fate unknown and terrifying. These incidents, happening in different places and times, show a chilling picture of encounters with creatures that can't be easily explained. Whether these beings are from unknown natural phenomena, otherworldly visitors, or something far more sinister remains a mystery. This intense speculation and fear captivate and horrify those brave enough to explore the unknown. Could these sightings be undiscovered creatures, or merely elaborate hoaxes? Comment your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe for more.